So at this point, we need to give iTracker 360 a test. We need to find a page where you're actually running our JavaScript code on, and it looks like we found this page whenever we activated the WordPress plugin. But what we're going to do is we're going to click on this link, and we are going to build a tracking URL so you can toggle the parameters to see what the full tracking URL would look like. Now these parameters are industry standard, and you would probably want to use these through your Facebook ads, your Google AdWords ads, and all that other stuff. So look at some of the other video series I have out regarding tracking with custom URLs and stuff. So we're going to use a custom URL just to set the tracking data. So custom URLs always override our iTracker cookie, and this is the tracking data that we're going to expect back. So you could imagine maybe this would say Facebook, fan page, and some post you made regarding some content. Or maybe this says Google AdWords and then whatever, advertisement or something like that. But for the sake of testing, we're just going to set this to iTracker 360, test, and install. So let's open the test link. And if you wanted to choose a different test link, you could just click back and select something else. As you visit more pages where you're running the iTracker code, this list is going to grow. So we're going to open the test link. You should go to the page where we sent you to along with the tracking data. That data is now stored in a cookie. I'm going to click Get Started, and I'm going to go to the free version. I'm just going to do what a user would normally do. And I'm going to submit a lead. I'm going to do joe3@testing.com, and I'm going to copy this email and submit it. So what should happen is, since that was a standard Infusionsoft form, we posted directly to Infusionsoft. That's supported in the free version, so only standard Infusionsoft forms are supported. If you're using ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or Unbounce or something like that, you'll need the premium version. So in the free version and the ultimate version, you get the lead source set. So that's what you're going to get from the free version. Now with the premium version, what we're waiting for now is we're waiting to take the data that we collected, and we're waiting to sync this up inside Infusionsoft. So the lead source should get set immediately if it's a standard Infusionsoft form. If it's not a standard Infusionsoft form, there's probably not going to be a lead source, but we will push that data into the contact record eventually. So back on the test page, the gear stopped spinning, and it looks like it said, oh, we received some tracking data. Let's go to the API sync page. This is where we're actually doing the API sync. So the lead that I just submitted, we're processing that data. We're triggering an HTTP post back for that person to apply the geo IP tracking, the time zone tracking. We're pushing custom field data into the account. We're setting lead sources and all sorts of things. There's some advanced settings for iTracker if you want to control like how the lead source is set, or whether you want to apply tracking tags, or if you want us to set time zones or whatever. You can get to that by clicking advanced settings. So just to run through this account, I'm using this option to set the lead source, and then I have the geo tracking turned on, and I'm also going to enable time zone tracking. And there's tag based tracking. I have that enabled, and I guess I'll enable the GA source split tagging. And I have country tagging turned on, and there's some cross domain stuff. So back on the API sync page, let's see if this actually finished. It looks like it finished. So we pushed for this lead, we pushed this tracking data into his account. We triggered all the GeoIP tracking stuff. And if you are troubleshooting anything, there's a postback log. So all this postback data, like stuff that actually happens, is put into this log. So we can just go to the log, and for that contact ID, this is all the stuff that kind of happened. So let's go back, let's refresh this contact record, and let's see what happened. So the lead source is already set. Once it's set, it's set. We can't update a lead source. That's just how lead sources work. So if this guy ever comes back through with a different lead source, it's not going to change unless you manually remove the lead source and change it to something else. So that's just how lead sources work. If we go to the iTracker 360 tab, and I've named my tab iTracker 360, yours might be under custom fields or whatever, but you can manage that under your custom field settings and move that stuff around into a tracking tab. We pushed the custom field data into this account, and on the address field, it looks like we captured his geo IP information, city, state, postal code, and country. And we've also set the time zone. If the time zone's already set, we're not going to change it, but we can set the time zone as well if you have that feature enabled. There's some tracking tags that we can apply as well if you have those enabled, and that's in that advanced settings. It's up to you on what tags get applied, or if you don't want any tags applied at all. So if you're on the premium version, you get all these features, and it supports pretty much every form out there. There's some exceptions to things, but we support most forms. For the free version, you're going to get the lead source set, and you're going to miss out on a lot of the other data. So this is the API sync. All the tracking data we collect is going to go through here, so you can kind of see the most recent leads that have came through, that are pending or completed, and you can view the postback log and configure your advanced settings. So that's how we test iTracker, is by going to the testing page, selecting a link. We build a custom URL out of it, and we click on the link, submit a test lead, and let's see if iTracker captured that data, and it's all good to go. If we didn't capture the data, maybe the snippet's not where it's supposed to be at. Maybe the form is rendering inside an iframe, and you have to put the snippet inside the iframe. There could be a number of things that could go wrong, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Just put the snippet everywhere. You can use Google Tag Manager to help you out with that, or you can also contact support, and we'll help you as well. Thanks.